Crawford. It's tricky. I want Crawford to win, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I would like for that to happen. These guys are smart, smart fighters. I'm just curious. I just want to see it. I want to see that see it.
He feels like this is a ridiculous fight. He states that Terence Crawford moving up 2 weight classes
into the fight. I wasn't really. I just didn't like the fact that Terence Crawford had to go up 2 weight classes. I just didn't really like that.
Mike Tyson shared his blunt view on Terence Crawford stepping up to face Canelo Alvarez, saying Crawford doesn't need to take this fight because he is already a legend with nothing left to prove. He explained that moving up against a naturally bigger fighter is risky and could damage Crawford's legacy rather than enhance it, stressing that weight classes exist for a reason and ignoring them tilts the odds heavily. While Tyson respects Crawford's talent, he insists the smarter move would be to protect what he has already achieved.
You posted the other day, there's a picture of you in a Rolls Royce, and you said, the quote is, "I can't remember how many of these I gave away."
Crawford. It's tricky. I want Crawford to win, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I would like for that to happen. These guys are smart fighters. I'm just curious. I just want to see it. I want to see that see it. Because listen, there's been upsets like that before. Henry Armstrong, 124 pounds, he beat 146 pounds. So, you never know. Anything can happen when 2 men in the ring or in a basketball court. Anything can happen.
Mike Tyson criticized the proposed fight, calling it ridiculous and emphasizing that weight classes exist to protect fighters. He highlighted that the size difference between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is too great to overlook, making the matchup both risky and unfair while overshadowing Crawford's true accomplishments. Tyson made it clear he doesn't like the idea, warning that moving up against a naturally larger fighter creates unnecessary dangers. While he respects Crawford, Tyson believes a fight is not needed and could ultimately hurt rather than help his legacy.
Think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo.
I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, and he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, but this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He fought a guy that was come straight at him. The guy was too awkward. He was jerky. Yeah. See, there's a missing art.
Numbers by way of knockout. And Mike Tyson, he feels like this is a ridiculous fight. He states that Terence Crawford moving up 2 weight classes is a ridiculous fight, and that he's just simply too small, and he's gonna lose, and lose bad. He feels like he didn't want to say it, but he hinted around he's gonna get knocked out, right? He thinks that Terence Crawford has skills, he's talented, but he just feels like there's weight class for a reason. Like many people in the sport about it, they feel like this weight class is for a reason. And so, he's not the first person to feel this way. But my thoughts is this. Should Terence Crawford be victorious, as I expect him to, the hype train for Terence Crawford's legacy only gets bigger. Because there's so many people that are doubting Terence Crawford's ability to beat Canelo Alvarez because of the size, right? They feel like this is David and Goliath. And that story, that mythical story, is so big and so legendary is because of the size difference. You had the small little guy, slaying the giant, right? It's just not supposed to happen. And so this just bolsters the myth of Terence Crawford.
Dawood Bey, a respected figure in boxing circles, offered his perspective on how Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez prepare for their biggest fights, comparing the sparring environments of both camps and highlighting the intensity, variety, and consistency in their approaches. According to Bay, Canelo has long been known for surrounding himself with strong sparring partners who mirror the style of upcoming opponents, with his team carefully crafting sessions to expose weaknesses and prepare for different fight scenarios. Crawford, on the other hand, has built his reputation on adaptability and sharp technical adjustments, but Bay questioned whether his sparring truly reflects a challenge of moving up in weight to face a seasoned and naturally larger champion like Canelo. This comparison underlined the critical role sparring plays in shaping fighters ahead of historic matchups, and Bay made it clear that he does not support the idea of Crawford moving up 2 weight divisions to meet Canelo. In his view, Crawford has already accomplished enough to be celebrated as one of the greats of this generation, undefeated, a multi-division world champion, and widely respected for his dominance and skill. Taking on a fight where the weight and size difference is so extreme, Bay argued, adds unnecessary risk to his legacy. He stressed that fans already love Crawford for what he has achieved, and the decision to face Canelo is not something required to prove greatness, but rather a gamble that may expose him to disadvantages outside his natural range.
Well, Canelo got a world champion and his kid for him. The boot vacated Shakur. Yeah, well, I don't know how much Shakur adds to this. He's a southpaw and he's a smaller guy. I think that's just sharp brain. That's like his boot in boxing to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm boxing my young boy nice, but he don't pertain to the fight necessarily. But everybody don't train like that anyway. Everybody don't look for to have all of these sparring partners be like identical or in the same realm of the person they fight. Some people, they spar like for sharp minds, so they'll just try to have the best people they can have. So you never know what don't match in this strategy.
As far as stylistic, who do you feel like has the advantage heading into that? Well, I'm just looking at the sparring partner.
From the sparring partner, I think Boot's not the same as Terence Crawford, right? But I think he has athleticism, and he's a switcher, and he'll kind of go off for the playbook to do his thing. I think mind state wise, I think Boots is a big help. The guys that Crawford got in there,
Mr. Martinez cracking.
No, he punching. That's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like, bro, I don't know who got the best of them.
You ever see the Rev Austin?
I had. You know, I'm a Haitian boy. You know what I'm saying? But it's just hard. It's hard to. Man, I just think the sparring for this fight is elite on both sides. I think that they both taking each other seriously. You can tell that by sparring partners that they brought in. And I'm just kind of anxious to see the fight. Like going into the fight, I just didn't like the fact that Terence Crawford had to go up 2 weight classes. I just didn't really like that. I mean, being honest, as a black boxer, and I take my coaching hat off, like, no, I don't want to see our best fighter have to go up 2 weight classes. I don't like that. But you think about it and you like, well, look, first of all, I don't want to deny that man. I wouldn't want to say nothing or even have it in my heart to deny that man that kind of financial like blessing that he gonna get from fighting Canelo. Not only that, he chasing greatness.
British journalist Gareth A. Davies frames the Crawford versus Canelo bout as a potential defining moment in boxing history, arguing that Crawford stepping into the ring with a larger and more established superstar like Canelo Alvarez is not just another fight, but an opportunity to cement his place among the all-time greats. He emphasizes that every legendary fighter faces a moment where their skill, courage, and ambition are tested, and for Crawford, this matchup could be that pivotal point. By taking on Canelo, Davies notes, Crawford has a chance to silence critics who question the depth and breadth of his career accomplishments. In his view, the fight goes beyond weight and size. It is fundamentally about legacy and how a champion is remembered. While acknowledging the enormous risk and the possibility that a misstep could tarnish Crawford's otherwise flawless record, Davies also highlights that these are the very challenges that elevate champions into icons, fighters remembered not just for their victories, but for their willingness to take on the toughest possible tests.